What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic 1 video for Season of Discovery. Now Blizzard is just back at it, making more mistakes with this phase, and today we have a topic that a couple of people have come through my stream about, talking about issues they have in the game, where they are not allowed to trade, use the auction house, or use the mailbox. It is a temporary restriction put on their account, and they just get no information about why they're restricted either. They just realized that they couldn't use the auction house at all, and trying to post the auction house they got an error message, trying to send mails they would get the same error message, and it was just kind of annoying people left, right and center. Now we have gotten a message by Blizzard or a blue post about why this is happening, and it's kind of like, let's just take a look at the blue post and see exactly why, like what they are doing, why they're doing it, and let's try to think about the thought process behind this as well. So, here we have a blue post. You kind of have to dig a little bit into the forums to find this one. I couldn't even find it using the blue tracker. Maybe it's me and me having a problem here, but I could not find this without digging deep into the forums and specifically looking for this reply. It's a reply in like in a forum thread. So here we go. Hello all, and sorry for the confusion. We currently have a restriction on new accounts playing Season of Discovery, similar to the purchase of WoW tokens, where this is posted in the can't trade, mail or use the auction house, why you may not be able to trade or mail gold from your character or use the auction house. This means that if this is your first time adding game time on your WoW account, and if the game time was added recently, you will not be able to trade with other players, use the auction house or in-game mails. Once this period of 30 days has ended, the restriction will be lifted automatically. If you are still seeing restrictions after that, however, you will need to log out of your account for at least 12 hours. Hope this clears things up. And edit, thank you to the players who reported seeing the restriction after following the above instructions. This has been forwarded to our developers. Now, first of all, based on the people that came to my stream and talked about this, they said that they were not new players, because I talked about this as well. This could be one of the reasons why, because we had this in retail in the past, where if this is your first time playing the game and first time adding game time, you would not be able to use certain parts of the game itself, like trading, mailing, using the auction house. It's kind of an anti-botting feature, and it's now being placed into Season of Discovery as well. Could this be the new anti-botting tech they were talking about? And if so, this is not what I was expecting. When I heard a new anti-botting tech, I thought it was going to be like something brand new to detect bots kind of, or like a new, I don't know, program on their side to detect malware. Now in this case, it is new tech for Season of Discovery, but it's tech we've had in retail for years at this point, but it's being ported over to Season of Discovery as well. Now, before I go into my thoughts on this, I want you guys to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? First of all, I'm going to talk about the bad here. Like, if you're a brand new player to Season of Discovery, this kind of sucks. You can't trade, you can't use the auction house, you can't use the mailbox. You're kind of forced into a, well, I've been playing hardcore, I did that last year. You're kind of forced to play solo self-found. You're not able to trade, you're not able to buy things, sell things. It's only you what you find and then craft things. So you're forced to play solo self-found if you're a new player. Now, is that a bad thing? Depends on how you look at things, right? Probably yes, and especially if you want to make gold, it's really a bad thing if you're a new player. And yeah, it's really just like bad overall. And if you find an item in the open world which you can't use and you want to sell on the auction house, well, now you can't if you're a new player. So it really restricts the new players as well. And even though it's a seasonal server, we are in phase 3, we're level 50 now, I feel like Blizzard has been adding so many mechanics. Like, we have the experience boost, which is massive. We have 100%, for example, right now, until level 40, and then 75% from 40 to 50. They also increase the gold you get from quests, and I feel like they're doing so much to make the game alt-friendly and new player friendly, because right now catching up to level 50 takes you a day. If you take 24 hours and level 24 hours, there's a bigger chance you can get to level 50. It really depends on how you level, but if you have followed a good leveling path, then you can definitely level kind of fast. Like for example, using RestedXP, link down below. I'm using that all the time when I'm leveling. That really helps you level fast if you want a quest. But on the other side, if you're leveling on, so you can buy boosts and level up incredibly fast. But now when you can't trade, new players can't buy boosts, so you kind of just have to quest and do dungeons and level, I don't know, the intended way, I don't really know. But they're forcing you to play solo self-found if you're a new player. It's kind of good and bad at the same time, because the bad part is it's a bigger barrier to entry now to being a new player, and you can't use certain parts of the game. Now the good part about this, on the other hand, is bots, when they get banned, they make new accounts. This will be a really good anti-botting feature, because now the bots making new accounts, they will have to survive for 30 days without getting reported, without getting banned, before they can start trading. So if they survive those 30 days, they can offload a huge stock of materials that they have stocked up in their bags and their banks, but once again, they can't trade and use the mailbox, so they can only use their bags and their banks to stock up materials for 30 days before offloading, and if they want to make more than that, they have to make a second character and level that as well. You can't even mail between your own characters at this point. So yeah, it really restricts new players. It's a really good anti-botting feature though, so it really we could see a big impact on having way less bots in the game, and I'm going to do my part in following that up. I'm going to be looking at stockades, for example, and the popular fishing botting areas. Now with this in the game, fish could actually be a really good investment for anyone who's looking to make gold through investing gold. Like I'm making a bunch of gold making videos, I'm planning to make gold. If there's going to be way less bots in the market, potentially 0 bots in the market, take a look at fish, because that's usually heavily botted, because the barrier to entry is absolutely minimal. So farfin snappers, anything that you can get from fishing really, stone scale eel as well, even nightfin. The only thing is winter squids is a seasonal fish, so that one is kind of out of the question for now, but all the other important fish could be worth looking into with this change. Overall, this blue post and this change feels like a kiss on the cheek and a slap in the face at the same time, because yes, it is a very good anti-botting feature, but it really puts a heavy restriction on anyone who's planning to try out Season of Discovery. Now, this is only for new players and new accounts, so anyone who's jumping over from retail, for example, to try out Season of Discovery, they will not have this. Anyone coming from Wrath as well to try out Season of Discovery, they will also not have this, because all of these games are on the same Battle.net account. But anyone who's brand new to the WoW universe and they want to make Season of Discovery their first version of playing the game, or maybe they can't find their old account and they're forced to make a new account, the TLDR is anyone making a new account will have a restriction put on their accounts. It's both good and bad at the same time. Really depends on how you look at things. Me hating bots, I really do hate bots. I think it's a good thing overall, but I also hate the fact that it puts a restriction on new players. But there's not that many ways of restricting bots without doing that, because bots are technically new accounts slash new players. They're just using a botting program to play the game for them. Overall, I think I'm kind of content about this. I'm happy and I'm sad at the same time. I think for me personally, the scale weighs more towards being happy about this as a anti-botting feature than the other way around, because once again, people that will play Season of Discovery maybe already play retail or play Wrath, in which case this would be the same account. Either way, once again, let me know your thoughts on everything in the comments down below, and if you want to make more gold in Season of Discovery, please consider checking out my Classic WoW gold making guide, where you get early access to my gold making videos, as well as you actually get the guide as well. So you get the guide, and once you get the guide, you also have access to a gold making community. Join that one. I'm posting updates very consistently, and I'm giving you early access to gold making videos. If you want to have more gold making information than that, please check out my Patreon through the link down below. I am committing to making one exclusive Patreon video every single single month. That means that the best ways to make gold will be on Patreon, and it's going to be like a 1 video per month, only found on Patreon. I will not be uploading that one to YouTube whatsoever. So you can find that one on Patreon. I'm also giving away my TSM ledgers onto Patreon as well, so feel free to check me out on Patreon. The link is down below. As always, thank you for watching. Leave your comments in the comments down below. Subscribe for more videos, and as always, I'll see you again very soon.